Hey guys, welcome back to another analysis video. This time we're talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's having a massive sell-off right now. We're down 4% for the day. Now, we've already given you guys the rundown on what to be expecting. Like we said, right now we're looking at a bearish structure. The entries that I'm looking for are short entries. And we've given you guys the entry points. We talked about the 38 level, which it touched. We talked about the 17% level, which it touched. And now you can see how the structure is still there. The bearish structure hasn't been broken. We're looking at this, we're looking at this, and we're looking at a low, and we're looking at a new low. So what we had was a lower high into another lower high, a lower low into a lower low, into a new lower low that we're seeing here, and ultimately aiming for this target coming in at 84 to 83,000. Now, right now, it may only seem like we are a few percentage point away. We're only probably looking at around less than 1%. But you have to remember, we've given the entry point since 91,000. So this was over a 7% move. And for those of you who are trading on leverage, perhaps, you will know that this is, of course, a hefty move. And this is something that we have been giving warnings on this channel for a very long time now. It's just that we need to watch out for the short-term trend. We're looking for short plays, and we're aiming for this 84 to 83,000 level. So what do we do once it gets there? So again, we have to wait for it to really hit the support. Is that will decide whether we're going to get a major sell-off to this 70k level, or we're going to be seeing another bounce like we did before. Now, this bounce doesn't mean that it's going to go back up to 100k, but it does mean that there is room for other trade ideas. So what we're looking for now is, are we going to get a tap like before where people are instantly buying, or are we seeing the candles actually closing beneath this level of support? Because if it does, then we need to wait for the pullback, for the confirmation of really going down towards this level to 70k. Now, it could just instantly sell off because of so many long positions getting liquidated, but all of that is dependent on whether or not we are closing below this 83k level and aiming for what was previously, you could buy this wick, kind of that low coming in at 80,500. So these are the two levels you really want to look at. If we're seeing the close below 83k, that's already a big sign. If we're seeing the close below 80k, then we can be really seeing that major sell-off happening. But as of right now, the opportunities for us are, of course, taking in at this entry. Now, because this entry has already been fulfilled, I'll update with new levels. But this is just to show, for those of you who've been watching the videos, these are the levels that you could have got in at. And now, once the short trade thesis is done, again, if you're already in the short trade, if you manage to get in at the 38 level, at the 17 level, now you want to take partial profit at the support and then wait for wherever it's going to sell off even more. Because if it does, you can elongate your profit. But if we are seeing it hold on, if we're seeing people really buying in at this level, then ultimately what we want to look at then is, of course, the long trade potential, where we want to accumulate as much as possible at this level to aim kind of for that 100k and above. So this is a very short update, but you can see how this is extremely relevant for the case right now. Anyway, as always, this is not financial advice. I'll catch you guys next time.